From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll here. And pitching in this game, Jose Barrios. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And Mookie takes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Get down.
This one in the air. Bichette has this one sized up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Siggy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success. Quick reactions down there at first, and those can be tougher than they look sometimes. There could be all kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Righty delivers.
Aye.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And here it comes.
That's a ball.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Fires over to Guerrero. And the Dodgers are bottom of the first, and stepping in is the speedy Kevin Kiermaier as he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers in there at the knees. It's 0-1 for Kershaw. The resume speaks for itself. 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and one of the best sliders the game has ever seen. Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. The slider was not part of his arsenal when he debuted in 2008. He was a fastball, changeup, curveball guy. But in May of 2009 at Wrigley Field in a bullpen session, he decided to try a new pitch. Brings it in, and there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And a big factor for them in recent games, Santiago Espinal.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Santiago Espinal, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, bases empty. With A.J. Ellis as his catcher, Mike Borzello as the coach. He threw a couple of them. It was near perfect right away, and he started using the slider right from there in May of 2009. And that's down, a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Bo Bichette up to the dish. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. First pitch, and he just misses. Kershaw, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a curve, and he works in a changeup. The pitch. And it is 2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Hernandez tracks it down for the out.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That's in there, and the count 1-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Nice weight transfer there. He gets the front foot down, and when a hitter is hitting against a firm front side, his hands can be lightning quick through the zone.
Justin Turner in the box now. Takes strike 1. Espinal, the lead runner at second. Guerrero on at first with 2 down.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. Now here is Chris Taylor. Berrios back to work. This one in the air right field. And it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Max Muncy at the dish. 8th in the National League at RBIs. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Berrios, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. The pitch. Ground ball, could be 2. Over to Bichette.
He's out.
On to first, double play.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
The batter now will be Will Smith. That one drilled left field, and that's just foul.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. And that one ripped to left. That's a hit. Here's Kike Hernandez.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Into the outfield, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Second inning here, no score. Ball one there. And that's outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard.
Back here at Rogers Center, and now it's Dalton Varsho. No score. Kershaw back to work, delivers. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Fouled off. He was late. Swings and misses, struck him out.
A good fastball changeup combo has always been devastating for hitters, and that was a great example in that at bat. Changeup, fastball, changeup, and he goes down on just 3 pitches. And as a hitter, once you're down 0-2 in that spot, you have no idea what to sit on. You got a 50-50 chance when you guess. So I'm sure that changeup looked like a fastball almost the entire way to the plate.
Now, number 36. That one's deep. And in one hops the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Here's George Springer, and that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez pulls it in on the run. Hernandez quickly throws it in, and the go-ahead run stops at third base. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Fought off foul. And now we'll step off and check on third. Kershaw fires, and the slider just misses. 2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. That one fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 outs with a runner at third. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Kershaw deals. In the air out to center. Base hit and a run comes in.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. Just missed. Kirk, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike 1. Next offering is fouled back.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Struck him out looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's back now in Toronto. Here's Jason Hayward.
The right fielder, Jason Hayward.
And he deals. Pop up here, third base side. Turner under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Mookie to hit. He popped out his first time.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Hot shot to third. Turner to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The batter.
And now it's Gavin Lux. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Lux measures 6 feet 2 inches. Batting second in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Two outs. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, Bichette sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Dodgers go down quietly. They're down 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third at the plate. Santiago Espinal. As the lefty gets to work. That's in there, and it's 0-1. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball there. And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Out to short. Zips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop.
And now Bo Bichette 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it. On the ground, right side.
steps on first for the out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
First baseman, Vladimir.
Two outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now. Wouldn't chase that time.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Freddie Freeman. Berrios back to work. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
And the righty deals. Got him. And that's the first out.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Man at first with one gone. Here comes Max Muncy. He's 0 for 1. To first, maybe a 2-ball. 1 at second.
Out.
High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, he hung in there at second to get the out, but the return throw to first was way offline, and I have to think the runner coming in the second had a part in that. You can't assume the double play, but because the batter moves up past first, he does get charged with the throwing error right there.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Varsho ranging back, makes the catch up against the wall. So the Dodgers leave one. They still trail 1-0. Bottom 4, down the third baseman, Justin Turner.
The third baseman, Justin Turner.
The pitch. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The lefty fires.
That's out.
Pitch misses. 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Next offering is in for a strike. The wind of the pitch. Gets under it and pops it up. Lux gets under it. And there's one away.
The left fielder, number 25.
Dalton Varsho, the next to hit. Just missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And now the lefty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And a pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and he breaks his bat. Smith takes it in for the out. And there's two down.
The designated hitter, Jason Schneider.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter. A double and a run scored his first time up. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. Two down, nobody on. Here in game one of this three-game set. The next offering misses. Now 2-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Two down, nobody on. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, James Outman.
Outman.
The pitch. Just missed. Hard hit left side. Fires over to Guerrero. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag. And that quickly, two away.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason.
Now it's the right fielder, Jason Hayward. First time up was a pop out. And a swing and a miss there.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
And that one is in the dirt. And it's 1-1. And a base hit up the middle. And that turns the lineup over.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A massive home run. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So 2 away with nobody on. And next for LA, Gavin Lux. Knocks it down. But in time, nice job to stay with it to end the inning. Mookie Betts brings the noise on this home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the right fielder, George Springer. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Talk about tying a guy up. Oh, that was ugly.
0-1. And strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2. That one to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk singled and drove in a run his first time through. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And there's a ball. The Dodgers leading by a run last half of inning number 5. On the ground to third, and that one handled. Zips it across, gets the catcher by a step.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
He swings and fouls one off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Swing and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Espinal in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
On the ground to third. It's through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Bounce to the right. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays leave a pair, and our score remains 2-1. now in Toronto, all set for the top of the sixth. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Freeman, a member of the 2000 hit club, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Out to short, Bichette. Fires over to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
The batter, number 3.
Chris Taylor
Designated
down.
hitter, Chris Taylor.
Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Good eye in that spot. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Max.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Righty to the plate. Ball one low.
Touchdown.
Two out, space is empty. Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. They get the out on Muncy. And the Dodgers are set down in order. 3 up, 3 down that time. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Well, we go bottom 6.
Leading off
And now for the Jays, Vladimir
The
Guerrero
first
Jr. The line to kick the pitch. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it on his own. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Here's Justin Turner. He's been a great free agent side. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. Blue Jays down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Right through there for a strike. Turner, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And a strike in there.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And a base hit right there. And that's the second out of the inning on the force play.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. It seems like he just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
And now the DH, 1 for 2. That one not close. Ball 1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Hayward under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. One left for Toronto. And they trail it here 2-1. We go to the top of the 7th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. And the right-hander back to work. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Now the throw to first on the run. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman.
Out man.
Pitch misses. Ball one. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Tim Mayza preparing to come on if needed. Garcia also getting ready. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
And a swing and a line drive into right field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That's all for Jose Barrios, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Tim Mayza.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And now here is Jason Heyward. Runner at second, two down. And a swing and a miss.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Kicks and fires. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man on second, two down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is that. One left for LA, but they still lead it 2-1. Set for the last half of the seventh, and now for the Jays, George Springer. Kershaw back to work. And fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Breaking ball inside. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Ripped into left center for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Now no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Kershaw will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. To the mound now, they turn to Blake Treinen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And One of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And that one fouled off. With the tying run on at first, here the bottom of the 7th. Ripped towards third. The feed for one.
That's an out.
What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Mookie now.
Leading off for the
If you
Dodgers.
don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And the pitch. And a foul ball. And here it comes.
Ball, that's in.
Action in the pen down there. Trevor Richards getting loose out there. Swinging a foul straight back. Betts swings and drives one. This one's well struck. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Lux in the box now. No balls and a strike. Base is empty, one away. And we're at the top of the 8th. This one ripped, but foul to the right. One down, base is empty. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And that one wrapped foul. Lux leads off first with one away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And the batter now, Chris Taylor. To the right side. Nice stop. Throws from his knees. Over to Bichette.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
And now it's Max Muncy. 1-1, no strikes.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say,
Insurance.
no matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss. Strike
One ball,
one.
one strike.
Next one misses, and it's 2-1. Runners on first and third, two away here in game one of this three-game set. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Will Smith waiting to bat for the Dodgers.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't. Getting any easier.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Rips that one center field. And that's the 3rd out. And the Dodgers leave them loaded. They lead it 2-1. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Santiago Espinal. The pitch. And a good eye there. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
No, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swung on and fouled off, and he'll need a new bat. Looking to get the tying run on base. Struck him out looking.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together. To get a run across the plate.
And here is Bo Bichette. Hammered on the line, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Third baseman number
Now
2.
Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. 1 for 3.
Turner.
Turner swings and drives one deep left field. Bangs off the wall. The throw into second, headed for the plate. He's in there. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Now a move being made at second base. On a pinch run, Cavan Biggio. So 2 down, Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big...
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. The run scores from second. They lead it in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you could come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
2 outs. And that's downstairs and outside.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. No
times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Betts swings through it for strike one.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Base hit, 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. In there, he's safe. It's 4-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. And a pitch. And that one hammered. Kiermaier going back on it. That one is gone. His 4th home run of the season. It's 7-3.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
Hammered, base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Yimi Garcia. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Chris Taylor steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Garcia goes 6'1", 33 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Kicks and deals. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Not even close there. And the count's even at 2. The punch out there, and a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Here comes a pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Man at first. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. And here's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And ball 1. The pitch. Headed towards the corner. Springer there makes the catch, and that is that. Big 3-run shot for the Dodgers. It's now 7-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer. And he deals. And that one missing low. Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So up next, Alejandro Kirk. Pitches in for a strike, 0-1. The Dodgers leading by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
No, that's low.
That's a little bit low. And they're at the knees. And the count 1-2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The Blue Jays down by 4. They're in the last half of inning number 9. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
On the ground, right side. Freeman takes it to the bag. Now only 1 out remaining. So the batting order turns over. Kevin Kiermaier getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. Pitching change here. Daniel Hudson. He's into the game with the bases empty. Hit to right, and that should do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down. They were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well-executed ball game.
7-3 is how this one ends. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors, they left 8 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, 3 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, they left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes.